Been a while since we did this setup.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What's up, man?
Ah,
Is my mic on? Yeah.
Mike's on.
I don't
we
got
all
glasses, so
good.
it's kind of hard for me to see that far. But that's how nice those lines are.
Yeah, I know, man.
I don't got
Audio's
glasses,
looking
yeah,
crisp,
audio.
lighting looking crisp.
This isn't looking crisp though.
What? What's up?
This ain't looking crisp.
Definitely fix that angle up.
There we go.
Forgive us. Here
Now
we
that's
are.
looking. Now that's looking crisp.
We back.
Yeah.
Here we are. Episode 32 of the MIC podcast. Taking shit back to the roots for this episode. You know, it's been a while since our last episode. This is our first episode of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're clocking in the first one of the year. I mean, I don't know. How you feeling about going into the new year? What's the vibe like? What's the energy like? What's happened so far? I mean, it's only like been at this point 9 days into the new year, but what's on slate for MIC?
Hasn't this year kind of felt like a month?
This just like the first part of this year.
Yeah, that's funny as always too. What's on slate, nigga? You know what's on slate. Go ahead, give the rundown to.
Nah, I mean
everyone.
shit. Well,
But
you
no,
know,
like it has felt like a whole entire month in this first
In this,
week
first,
and a
week and
half.
some change, yeah.
doesn't it?
A
Like
lot.
it feels like this year. I think there's so much expectations for everybody this year.
well,
You know
I
what
feel
mean?
like it's like we really just didn't really miss a beat because with the whole the COVID variants like spiking up and shit. Like New Year's wasn't really like a whole it didn't really feel like like everyone was out. So that momentum of just okay, let's
But luckily this time
gear up
business
for
wasn't shut
another
down.
facts.
So
Yeah,
as long
thankfully.
as business is unaffected,
yeah.
as long as my money is
Real
not
shit though.
affected,
Real
then
shit. I'm
it's
cool.
fine,
Whatever. Yeah.
And
I'm
business
cool.
is, as some delinquents that run off fields naked
Yeah.
would say, is booming. is booming.
half
Yeah.
naked, y'all be half naked. Just want to give my man some credit there. He kept the pants on.
Yeah.
He wasn't a fan of that though. You
I do
were
want
not-
to comment on that.
Yeah, yeah, nah, I
Because
mean,
I've already got
please,
all of my anger out of that. Like,
if you don't know, so we're kind of dipping into sports now.
yeah.
But if you don't know what we're talking about, I think last Sunday, correct, or last Saturday?
Sunday, yeah.
Last Sunday, the Bucks were playing the Jets.
The Buccaneers,
Yeah.
an NFL team where Tom Brady plays
football,
on.
right? So the Buccaneers were playing the Jets, and it was a close ass game, closer than I would expect the Buccaneers and Jets game to be. But the Bucks were down going into the fourth, or well into the fourth, and Antonio Brown just decided he had
No,
enough.
this is in the third quarter.
Okay, third quarter.
Yeah, this is after halftime.
Okay, Cobb. Okay.
It's third quarter. They're down by 13, I believe, at this point.
Right. And that deficit even increases in the fourth quarter. So
No, I think the highest lead
Was-
they had, maybe 16. But I don't think
they had
more
a
than that.
2-touchdown lead at one point, yeah?
It may have been 16. Though.
Okay, all
It
right.
may have been
Yeah,
like
okay,
at
gotcha.
16.
All right, okay. So,
Yeah.
anyways, they were down. Did not expect the Buccaneers to be down in the Jets, and this is in the third quarter. And yeah, third quarter comes around, and AB just takes off his shirt, waves off the crowd, throws up the peace sign, and he's out. And everyone was like, "What the fuck?"
For more context, this is Antonio Brown, and he is arguably a top 5 receiver ever, and has been on now 4 teams in the past 2.5 years, 3 years, and has played a total of less than 20 games collectively for all those teams. One of those teams was for 0, and the other one he walked out on the Pittsburgh Steelers at their last game.
did he?
The last game of the
I
season.
didn't know he
Yeah,
did that.
Yeah, he walked out in the last game of the season because he suspended him previously or some shit like that, or wanted to suspend him for some portion of that game or something because he didn't show up to practice. But apparently he says that Tomlin told him he didn't need to come because he was injured. Same thing, same injury thing, which is a little suspicious. So then he goes to the Raiders, doesn't play a single snap for them. Then he leaves and goes to the Patriots, plays 1 game, and then immediately gets kicked off because he talks shit about the owner of the Patriots. And he also, I forgot this detail, he texted and talked shit to one of his accusers for sexual assault.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you don't do that.
Yeah, yeah.
Ever, but definitely not when you're on trial for
Yeah,
it. Yeah, definitely not when you're on trial for
Definitely
it.
want to consult the
Yeah,
lawyer.
so he does
for
that, which then had led the Patriots to have to release him.
Yeah, facts.
And then he goes and talks shit to the owner of the Patriots. Then he gets released from them, as I stated, and then doesn't have a job for a while
Facts.
until Tom Brady comes to the Buccaneers.
Yep.
Then Antonio Brown suspended for multiple games that season, but then the Buccaneers pick him up. And then once his suspension was over, and he came
like,
and played.
You would say like that's highly due to like Tom's influence and like his
Highly
voice
due to
and-
Tom Brady's influence. Literally went to the team, and Bruce Arians, the coach, came out and said, "We are not taking it, Antonio
We
Brown."
don't want him. Yeah,
He said, "We don't want him." Straight up, he said,
Yeah.
"We don't want him." On a mic.
Yeah,
And then they pick him up like weeks later because Tom Brady's
Yeah,
influence
facts.
comes. They win a Super Bowl.
that's
Comes-
a good foot.
Yeah,
That's a good
great
foot.
start.
To, like,
great
yeah, I
start.
mean, that's
great
a
start.
good foot.
He comes into this season injured, plays the first couple games, and gets injured. Was doing very well before he got
Facts.
injured.
Yeah,
then
no,
gets
no,
injured.
facts. I-
Out 6 games, and then gets suspended for having a fake vaccination card.
That's funny as hell. I didn't know that. Wait, I think I actually might have heard something about
Because
that.
he
Yeah,
didn't
yeah,
pay a chef
Yeah,
that
yeah.
he hired.
Yeah,
And
I
they
think I
like-
did hear something about that.
And
That's
he
kinda
asked the
funny.
chef to get it for him.
Okay.
Why would you ask the chef to get it for you? But
Yo, I need
maybe your homie, your
yeah.
mom. Hey, I need you to do this thing that no one needs to know about.
I
The
need-
chef. Hey, do you know? And it's funny. There was text.
I need some salmon and a fake vaccination card. Just whenever you get a chance.
Stupid. Stupid. So then, still, that's a federal crime, by the way. Still,
Oh shit, for real.
still, they do not release him.
Mm-hmm.
Still, they do not release him.
And again, I feel like we see this with like really every sport. There's no way he would have this long of like a leash if he wasn't nice.
If he wasn't one of
If
the
he
greatest
was- yeah,
receivers ever. No.
If
no.
he was even
Yeah.
a top 15 receiver, he would have been out.
Yeah.
On like the
Yeah.
lower end of top
Yeah.
15. he's
T.O.
out.
is a top 10 receiver, and they got him out.
Yeah. And he's not getting any of that off. Definitely not. So
So look, give him another chance. He gets off his suspension, gets thrown the next game, 15 balls. That is massive. He was the definitive number 1 receiver that game. The exact next game, gets shirtless on the sidelines because he had to speak with his coach and runs off the fucking field, nigga.
yeah.
And has the audacity to then make posts afterwards on social media, to go into a podcast.
He dropped the music video. That was the craziest shit. That was yo, dog, nah. When I saw that, yo, I was fucking crying, bro.
When they asked him about his music on the podcast, he said somebody else handles that. They release all that shit, man. I just make the money off of it. And business booming. You know what his word was of it? Let's have a kumbaya. Did you watch the interview?
Not the full, like I saw.
I
like,
watched the
maybe,
whole
like,
hour,
mini
hour and a half,
clip.
whatever it was. I watched the whole thing start to finish.
Yeah.
Right? Kumbaya. And I don't know if that's a marketing thing, genius.
Yeah.
If not, that's funny as fuck. that was a phrase you went to coin
Right.
on this. But kumbaya. He was like, "We're having a kumbaya right now, guys. Guys, we're having a kumbaya." He's like, "Dude, just kumbaya with me.
Yeah.
Just kumbaya." And I hate that they backed up off of him. You get the first. That was the first interview with Antonio Brown after this entire incident.
Yeah, facts.
You got to come at him, dude. This makes no sense. The numbers aren't adding up. Numbers are adding up. You're en route to win another Super Bowl. Injured, healthy, regardless. Even if you're just injured, dude, they would have re-signed you for the next season. Probably on a better contract if you behaved this season. He kept questioning, why am I on a be good contract, a behave contract? Nigga, because you haven't behaved. Nigga, because you haven't been good.
you haven't expressed good behavior.
So that's probably why. I mean, I'm
Word.
just speculating.
Yeah.
But that's probably why.
Yeah, that might have something to do with it.
So, like, dude, just eat that, get your incentives, make your money, and if you get hurt, you get hurt.
Fact.
He may have been mad that he was hurt, wouldn't be able to play next. Wow, I never thought about this. What he was upset about was he was hurt. He knew he was too hurt to play the next game. And if he couldn't get his incentives that game, he would have needed the next game. And some required probably another game of him playing to get his final incentives. So he wasn't going to make really that much money off the NFL that season.
Okay.
He's pissed and he has his spat with the coach, and then now it's all over. And
Yeah,
then comes
yeah,
the
yeah.
irrationality of you then getting up, taking your shirt off, walking up,
That's
dancing
why-
off the field, and then complaining about your ankle being hurt.
That's
Dude, you did jumping jacks off the field.
I mean, bro, like, would you say any of it, like, the erratic behavior we're seeing is like, CTE related? Like, do you think that's like that? Maybe
This
the
was his
case?
response to it. Interesting response. Basically, kind of insinuating that everyone has it because he said that the mentality of a middle linebacker, for instance, was the example he used, are so lethal and deadly.
What does he
that
mean by like the mentality?
You got to think. You got to think. Football is the most brutal sport
It's a
ever
fact.
created.
Yeah, it's a fact.
Okay.
I was just talking about that. Yeah.
And out of all of that brutality in that sport, the middle linebackers are supposed to
They're
be
in the trenches.
most
They're in the
lethal.
trenches,
That's
bro.
the Navy SEAls.
Yeah,
that's
they're
the
in the
Navy
trenches,
SEAls.
bro, for
They got to
real.
be because they got to be
get
involved in every
dirty.
tackle.
Yeah,
they got to be involved in every tackle.
literally every
They got to
tackle.
clash in every
single
play.
joint,
They
every
should
single
be
joint.
involved some way somehow. Unless it's a deep pass
Blocking
play.
someone, yeah,
Unless
facts,
it's a deep
like-
pass play, they should be involved. If it's a
Right.
run,
And
they
even if
sure as
it's
hell
a
should be
deep
involved.
pass play, don't let the
Yeah.
quarterback get set.
You know what I mean, they're whatever. They're involved in every play, but physically, they're involved in many of the plays and the
Right.
most brutal ones. So he said, "Dude, if they're coming down with a full head of steam every play, and this is every linebacker in the fucking league of all time, what do you think our brains look like?" He said, "You know what you signed up for," and I get that point. Yeah, that should be the most important point. You know what you signed up for.
Yeah.
So and he's like, you can't, which is right, I believe. You can't test CTE while you're alive. You have to wait until you die.
Damn.
Then they analyze
That's a crazy bar.
in order to analyze the brain.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, so it's like
Jesus Christ.
we don't know if he has it for sure. We're never going to know until he dies
That
or
is
until
a
the
heavy
incident
fucking
happens.
line,
And
though.
he also brought up the fact that there was a Tampa Bay Buccaneer that just recently that died from suicidal actions that later tested for CTE, and the Buccaneers kind of just threw it over to, like
The NFL.
under the rug. Like yeah,
As they usually do.
yeah.
What's that? Never heard of it. Anyways, next Sunday, the Jets versus the.
It's just unfortunate because I know Antonio Brown even doesn't understand that, like, dude, you are. It's funny because he says it, but he doesn't understand it. Like, dude, you're an inspiration for so many people
For sure.
in the sense that, bro, you were really the one. You were the one. You were the one that God gifted the ability to surpass Jerry Rice.
Mm-hmm.
And no one's even been in that convo since you.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And you're going to go and blow this opportunity. You still have Tom Brady. And FYI, because it's funny, in 3 years prior, every year, when's Tom Brady retiring? When's Tom Brady retiring? He's retiring this year. He's retiring next year. This is the first year they haven't even brought it up.
Yeah.
Hasn't been a segment on not one show
that's a
yet.
fact.
Because this is the first year at age 44 that they know damn well he's playing next year.
Yeah,
they know
facts.
damn well he's playing next year. Everyone
Yeah.
knows Tom Brady's playing next year. There's no reason not to.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to come back healthy. He's going to get one more run at it. If he doesn't win this year, he'll win next year. Or if he wins this year, he'll win this year and next year. And then he's
That's
out.
going to be nuts.
Then he's out. He's finishing with 8. He's finishing with. If they come
9?
back healthy next year,
9?
no. He's finishing
Not
with 8.
9?
No. If they come back healthy
So,
next year,
all right.
next
So-
year would be his last year if they come back fully healthy, and possibly even add another.
Okay. So, bro, if he wins this year, that's 8. And he plays again next year with the same.
If he wins this year, God can't give him another one, man.
It would
That
just be
team-
too crazy.
that team's not
It
built
would
for
be
this
too
year.
egregious to get 9.
That team's not built to win this year.
What the Bucks
The
right
Buccaneers,
now? Like
right
as they
now.
are right now?
Other than if Tom Brady at age 44 can still do what he has done for his entire career. Like that Jets is what to me proved me that Tom is still Tom and can do it. And if you have Tom Brady on your team, it kind of sucks when people hate him. Same thing with LeBron. I don't hate LeBron. I'm a massive fan. I am frustrated with LeBron.
Yeah.
And you can only be frustrated whenever you like something.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I mean? Because you want it to be better.
Facts, yeah, facts.
So I'm
facts.
frustrated with him. People hated Brady, so they weren't able to appreciate
People still
how
hate
he
Brady.
is. People still do,
Yeah.
less and less. But he is one of the greatest athletes in sports history.
That's a fact.
And it's not because of luck. It's not because of his teammates, which he's had some great ones
Some
and
bad
some not some great ones.
Yeah.
Some no names that he's brought up. He has had the Randy Mosses and blah, 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 but didn't win a Super Bowl with Randy Moss. Went undefeated, lost the Super Bowl with Randy Moss, but didn't win with Randy Moss. You know what I mean? So he's had stellar people around him. But time after time again, the reason why I became a fan of the Patriots was A, the culture, and B, Tom Brady. And what I loved most about Tom Brady was in the moments where you're like, a quarterback should step up, deliver these balls down in the fourth quarter. Super Bowl, AFC Championship, divisional round. Like in the times where it matters, in the
Facts.
big moments, in the biggest of big moments.
Facts.
And not one time have we lost a game, massive game, because of Brady.
He's always gonna put the he's always gonna.
But
do what he
think
has
about
to
that.
do.
Think about that. The quarterback, your hand is involved in every single offensive play,
It's a fact.
and they not one time lost because of you. And they won because of you 7 times in the Super Bowl. That's not including the however many 7 the 10 10 championships he's won. He's won an AFC championship. Okay, hold on. 7-3 with the Patriots, so that's 10, 11.
That's crazy.
He's won the conference championship 11 times. AFC 10 and the NFC now once. Has a one.
That's nuts.
And then the Super Bowl.
Like you
in two
can't even
different
make that shit
in
up.
the 2 other conferences.
Like, bro, that sounds like some that career really sounds like some Madden shit.
No, you know what it is?
You make your
No, this is the
quarterback
best
on
way-
Madden.
No, this is the best way that someone's explained it. This is his career. Okay, now it's spanning 22 years. If you cut his career, this was before the Bucks, but let's now add the Bucks.
Facts.
You cut his career in half.
That's a fact. You
And
can't.
in the direct middle, you have 2 separate Hall of Fame careers,
Yeah, that's a
and
fact.
arguably the second half
Is
would
the
make him the
best
GOAT.
yeah,
would make
facts.
him is the best career ever.
Ever, right, yeah,
and he
facts.
has another
2.
one that's a Hall of Fame career. That would he'd be first ballot Hall of Fame
That's
quarterback.
so crazy.
And if he quit halfway through in his career,
That's
then the
crazy.
second half is even better than the first half.
That's crazy. That's
insane.
insanity.
That's insane. He's
That's
only getting
insanity.
older as that time is going on.
insanity.
So his body should be debilitating as this is going on. He's continue to do it. It has been a pleasure to be able to.
That's what
to
I'm
be able to
saying.
watch
This shit
a human
is a
being and
spectacle,
be
son.
rooting for him, but to
Yo.
also be. I'm not only like indifferent about him or not hate him, dude. I'm not gonna say look because I don't know what people do in their private lives.
Yeah,
But as a football player and as somebody in their profession who does their profession at the highest level
he's
and
a god. He's a
continuously
god.
executes and
He's
is
a god.
reliable, that's what I would like to impose on my life.
Yeah,
that's what I would like to bring into my life.
Yeah.
In my profession, I'm that focused. I'm that
deliberate, that
yeah,
tactical,
I'm that demanding of
yeah,
those around me
facts.
to
Yeah.
match that greatness.
Yeah, man.
To
It's-
match that level
It's I mean, bro, like I said, it's incredible. When I really locked in on the Tom Brady show was that Atlanta Super Bowl, bro.
Yeah.
Like
that's understandable.
bro, that was
2017.
20, bro.
The beginning of
I was
2017.
like, son, if he comes back from this is personally, I mean, and for a lot of people, that was the greatest sporting event, the greatest single sporting event I've ever watched.
Unfortunately, a year after that came the second thing that's the only thing that's comparable to that, which was what?
What happened?
Think of it. 2017 is when Brady comes back. Something happens right after that. It's very close.
I'm blanking right now.
LeBron comes back from
Oh shit! Yeah,
the Warriors. I think it was the same year,
you're
just
right,
later
you're
on
right.
that
I
year.
forgot.
I think it
You're
was just the
right.
summer of that year.
That was a year for sports. Holy shit! That was a
and
crazy.
he didn't get upstaged, but that's the only thing that's comparable. Like
Yeah,
if
no,
you
no, no,
watch that
that's-
comeback, and I watched it. I
Yeah.
vividly remember watching that comeback, and I'm
that
like,
was nuts. That was
yo,
nuts. I would probably
what?
I'd probably put when Kobe scored 60 up there as well. On his final game. Was down. They were down.
Oh man.
And he dropped 60 in his last.
No, that's in a different lane, and especially
No,
since
no,
that
for
he's
sure.
dead now, it puts in a
whole other
different
conversation.
lane.
Nah,
Dude,
but
I was at a party at Penn State crying
when you watched that game.
when I watched that.
Yeah,
game.
yeah, bro. I mean, I don't
I
blame
was
you.
at Penn State tearing up.
I don't blame you.
So I'm
bro.
like, this is Kobe Bryant,
yeah, facts.
and that's something that I take from him now, especially now that he has passed.
Mm-hmm.
For God forbid, I pass away tomorrow. To go out on the thing that you loved so much,
Yeah.
on the highest,
on the pinnacle of pinnacles,
of still
yeah.
being you,
Facts.
still maintaining your standard.
It's a fact.
I want to maintain my standard always.
Until I'm out. Yeah, fact.
Always.
Yeah.
And then some. Like I damn near believe he almost still has. You know what I mean?
Word
Like,
up. He might. Yeah, I mean,
he's God's greatest asset right now.
for
nigga.
sure, man.
Like
for sure.
great asset. So
For sure.
yeah, man. us losing to him was massive.
That
and,
was huge, man.
and going into this GOAT thing. Again, LeBron fan, lover. Should he be over Kobe?
No, bro. No.
And I don't know what.
And I love LeBron, bro. Like,
and I don't. I don't know what it is where it's. And sadly for LeBron, again, I'm a fan. I think out of LeBron, Jordan, and Kobe, who left the most potential on the table?
Who left the most
The
potential?
most potential on the table
Oh yeah, LeBron, for sure.
by a wide margin.
Yeah, for sure.
By a wide margin.
For sure.
Kobe
'Cause,
maximized his potential.
Because like with LeBron, the conversation is always like he could have. You know what I mean? Like he
Nigga shoulda had 10.
Yeah.
Nigga should have been.
LeBron,
It should have been question between LeBron and Jordan. It should have been LeBron and Russell.
Westbrook?
No.
Wilson?
No. Bill Russell.
Oh, Bill Russell.
Yeah.
Okay, I was like,
Yeah.
oh,
No.
okay.
Bill Russell. The man with 11, 12, whatever it is.
But
That should have
those
been where
11
LeBron.
are like
Hey. But if LeBron would have again.
those 11 are
Again,
just kind of like
since
all right.
Durant did what he did, if I'm LeBron, the only thing I'd be upset with myself is I didn't do that first. Ready? Here we
What you
go.
mean? Wait.
Ready? I played my first contract with the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Facts.
I leave them. I go play with Kobe or Wade and Shaq, or the Spurs.
LeBron and Kobe would be.
No. Wait.
That was.
Insert rapper here. Insert LeBron here.
Yeah.
And one of those powerhouses, after his first contract, his rookie contract with the Cavaliers, boom, been out. There's 2, 3 right there. All right, maybe let's say they maximize. 5's possible with if I insert him into those teams. 5's possible. All right, now he has 5. Now they get old.
Bro, LeBron and Kobe might go for 8.
Ready? No, at this point, who's coming up? Steph Curry.
And a certain person
Clay?
on the Bucks as well.
No, not yet. No. Remember, I'm saying off of. So ready? I'm gonna repeat. So LeBron's rookie contract.
Oh, okay.
And the rookie contract. So you replace his last years with Cleveland the first time with 5 championships.
So, all right. So
Yep.
coming off of his
Yep.
rookie.
So now I'm
contract
only in
Cleveland.
basically after his first year of the Heat.
Copy.
All right?
All right. You're right. Okay.
No,
yeah,
I'm with
okay.
Steph Curry.
Steph got it.
I have another 5. I have another 5.
Low key,
I have another 5.
low key on that Warriors team before Steph, Monte Ellis.
And Iguodala. I mean,
Like
Clay.
you know what I mean?
No, but I'm talking about with all
Facts,
that squad.
Facts. Okay, so like
There's another 5. There's another 5.
Yeah.
And then he
That's crazy.
plays somewhere else, gets another one that's 11, and then he chills with. Again, it's like now that when I'm watching Brady, I now understand the key. Obviously, I can't execute on that myself.
What's the key?
I'm 25, have never played in the NFL, never played
Yeah,
college,
right.
never played high school football, never played middle school football. Like,
Facts.
no. It's, you have to, and we all know whose side God's on who the story's supposed to be about. When I'm watching the TV show, whose name's on the title.
Yeah, facts.
Right? This is Naruto, this is Bob,
Yeah.
Batman, this is
Goku.
yeah.
It's
This
just
is
gonna
Ronaldo.
be- yeah,
This is the
facts.
Messi show. This is the Ronaldo and Messi show.
Facts.
There's times where it's the Ronaldo show, then the Messi show, then the Ronaldo Messi show. Like,
Then the Neymar show sometimes.
those are the sub
Sometimes.
shows. Those
Yeah,
are sub shows.
yeah,
Like this
facts.
is Avengers. I mean, Infinity
Facts.
War, Endgame, Infinity War, Endgame.
Yeah, facts.
It was the it was supposed to be the title of the show was supposed to be LeBron, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he's gifted. So you have to be gifted by God.
Mm-hmm.
Brady was. I mean, I hate when people say he's not physically gifted because of the way his body looks, the way he
But to maintain
uses his
your-
body.
yeah,
not only
like-
maintain and use, the nigga has one of the best throws in the league, and has maintained that. And his arm strength has gotten better as the years
That's crazy,
gone on.
yeah.
Like he has arm strength. He throws bullets out there
That's a fact.
accurately. Okay, so he is physically talented, and a lot of that is hard work for him. LeBron, I mean, just look at his size. What? And he's talented. What?
Yeah.
Like. So let's do the math. So then once you're that physically talented at what you do or skilled at what you do,
Yeah.
then it's like, all right, now do they put themselves in good positions?
Yep.
Brady being with Belichick. Kobe being with, at first, Phil Jackson. and then going on and making sure that there was still a good team around him when he won with Pau. I mean, Gasol was in his prime and very good at that time.
Gasol was nasty.
So you got to have the things around you. And Kobe knew he couldn't win with those young bucks later on. And why he was talking crazy
He needed
to them.
some veteran
He knew
texture.
he couldn't. He needed some
He needed some veteran texture with the skill,
would listen.
though.
That would
Yeah,
listen
like,
with the
yeah,
skill.
yeah.
That would listen. LeBron just hasn't put himself. He has the skill. He just hasn't put himself around. His only thing missing is he hasn't put himself around the pieces necessary to win.
Yeah.
That's the only thing he's missing. And whenever you're like at that level, I mean, look at Jordan's teammates, bro. What? I know he didn't do that, but someone did, but he was in an
brought the
environment.
best out of all
But he
of them.
wasn't. But it wasn't just that, bro. Dennis Rodman was a dog
Yeah, bro.
before Jordan.
fact.
He won
Yeah.
championships.
Yeah, facts.
Before Jordan,
Yeah.
2. He won 2 championships before Jordan,
Yep.
and then joins Jordan,
Yeah, facts. And it's like, all right, like let's.
and is still a dog.
Yeah, facts.
And then you have Scottie fucking Pippen.
Yeah.
And then shooters around you that hit.
Steve Kerr.
Think of the Heat on steroids.
Ron
That's what the
Harper
Bulls
was
were.
nice.
They were the Heat on steroids. Replace Dwayne Wade with Scottie Pippen. Replace Bosch with what's it?
Kukoc or
No,
fucking Rodman
With
or
Rodman. Bro, it's just on steroids. It's just you would make that trade both times. Both
Yeah,
those trades I said
yeah.
you would make.
Yeah.
If it was a one-on-one trade, you would make.
Facts.
So it's just them on steroids. I mean, whatever. Jordan, LeBron, just talent-wise,
Yeah.
production-wise. That's the same thing. It's
fact.
the same thing. Those others two, I mean, Wade is very good. Wade is very good. Wade's the only one where it's arguable. Wade's the only one where it's arguable.
He's stupid, man.
Wade is the only one that's arguable. Wade and Pippen.
Yeah, that's arguable.
That's arguable.
Because
But
Pippen
I don't want to
was-
hear a Bosch Rodman. I don't want to hear a Bosch Rodman.
No, it's definitely Bosch. It's definitely Bosch. I mean,
Rodman. Between those two? Dennis Rodman.
bro, Rodman was on his role on the Bulls.
What did Bosch do by
rebounded.
himself?
Score.
Cool.
Bro.
And won what?
I mean, he won with Miami.
No. I'm not talking about Miami. Talk
Yeah,
Bosch.
but bro, he was on the Raptors.
without
though, bro.
no. But
But bro, he was on the he.
all
couldn't-
I'm saying is, what can one person do by themselves?
No, I mean, bro, like nothing.
No.
It's
LeBron
a
can't.
team
No.
sport.
LeBron has proven he can take him to the finals by himself. He's had
On
squeegee
the
and mop.
cat, yeah, bro. Like
But I'm
he-
just saying
he
about
had
his career. He's had squeegee and mop buckets and took him to the
That's
finals.
that's a fact. He's definitely had.
Few can do
chips.
it. Few can
He's
do
been
it.
on the floor with Tostitos scoops.
Few can do it. Few can do it.
Few can do it, but bro, like I'm talking about efficiency on the court wise. Like I'm not taking anything away from Robin. Like that's a championship defender, championship rebounder. Like you're not gonna. But are you gonna get 30 from Rodman? Bosch is a potential 2025.
You don't need 30.
But Bosch is a potential 2025
you-
and a 10 rebounds. He could sneak some assists,
All right.
assists in there too.
Rodman's 15 rebounds, 15 points.
Okay.
And again, you have Scottie Pippen and LeBron James.
And
What's LeBron and Scottie getting together?
I mean, the number may
70?
not exist.
70,
The
75,
nu-
80?
The number may not
70,
exist.
75, 80, around there. So they're getting just between them two, 70, 75, 80. Add on 15 to that. Now you're at almost 100 with just those three players.
Facts.
You get a little bit of productivity. You're at 115.
I was just
so
talking
they're
about
scoring
between
115. Who's a better defender, Bosch or Rodman?
Rodman for sure.
By how much?
It's a pretty big margin.
Okay, so that's a whole half.
Not taking anything away from Bosch
Not
defensively
taking nothing
though.
away
Yeah.
from Bob. That's a whole half of playing basketball. It's a whole half. I'm talking about at the most elite level. It's a whole half. Again, LeBron can defend at an elite level. Kobe at an elite level. Jordan
Bosch
at an elite
can
level.
add like an elite level as well, but just
No, Rodman.
speaking relative to Rodman,
That's what I'm
Rodman's gonna
saying.
be
That's
better.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah,
That's what I'm
facts.
saying. I'm talking about elite.
Okay, all right.
Bosch is a good defender. It's not elite.
Okay.
Rodman was elite.
Okay.
So you have an elite defender. Offensively, but he has 5 less points. Rodman has 5 less points.
10.
Okay, take 10 away. That means I gotta have one shooter make 3 threes. And that makes up for that?
I don't like. I think like, cause bro.
And I got
like-
5 more. I got 5 more rebounds with Rodman.
Okay, bro. So like,
and I got him on defense.
imagine with Rodman, like he's elite defending, but like he's an okay scorer. Okay, like he'll scrap up points when he can. But it's like, bro, imagine if Rodman was, you could rely on him to score.
Did they
That
rely
would
on
be
Bosh
crazy.
to score?
Yes.
No.
Yes, bro. What? Absolutely, bro. If Bosh ain't really scored, like it was all three of them. I mean, like LeBron could definitely pick up that slack where Bosh, like if he's having an off night for sure. But like, bro, if Bosh is scoring the way he usually scores, they win those games 9 times out of 10.
Okay, if Rodman scores 15 points.
But like
The
that's
Bulls
not
win
his,
9 times out of 10.
But those aren't his usual habits. Like he's not like
But
a
that
usual
was that.
scorer.
I'm not saying that's not who Bosh was in Toronto. We know as a scorer, Bosh is better than Rodman. But in the role where in either scenario, you put Bosh on the Bulls or you have Bosh on the Heat, he is the third best player.
Okay.
Same with Rodman.
Okay.
So I'm talking about in both instances, they're the third best player. They're not relied on to score. So what other assets would be better in a lineup?
Bro, third best don't mean like you're not relying on to score, bro. So all right, who's the Okay, bro. So in the Warriors situation, you don't think Draymond was relied on to score?
No. If Steph, dude, again, when you're talking about the best shooter of all time, and let's add, and I might even take you even further just to bury it even further. When Durant was on the team too,
Crazy.
you had 3 people who they
right.
can
No, no, no,
have
no, no, no.
the
You're right. No,
only
no, no.
3 points of
For
the,
sure,
of the
for
night.
sure.
Like,
No,
it's
no,
just
no,
like
no, for
no one
sure,
else
for
needs to
sure.
shoot. No one
And
else
even
needs to
thinking
shoot.
about it
No one
now,
else needs to shoot. No one else
no
needs
one
to
needs
shoot.
to play. Not even-
so,
don't even need to
so
play.
if you added
You're right,
another
you're
shooter
right.
to the Heat or another shooter to the Bulls and have Bosh on those teams, he now is not expected to shoot
Okay,
8 points.
all right. I'm bringing it back. But like, but being the third best player on, like, bro, they relied on Bosh for points. Like,
And
I
they
think
relied on Rodman for his defense and his rebounds. They
Okay.
they relied.
No, bro, it was a crucial part of like what they had going on.
Okay.
Like, bro, like so I'm just saying, like, again, relative to these two, Rodman and Bosh, like, as far as efficiency goes, bro, Bosh is like, bro, I think Bosh's efficiency can overstate my fault. Yeah, I feel like Bosh's efficiency can like compensate for like that elite defending like you're getting from a Dennis Rodman, or like, you know, just like wherever like you think Bosh lacks as far as like physicality or like whatever.
A basketball game ideally is not based on just how many points you can get.
Facts.
Which is what the
It's other
Rockets tried
aspects.
building, which is what the Nets have right now. They're just trying to outpoint you. They're sure as hell not going to stop
were the
you from
Warriors
getting
trying to do?
points. No. The Warriors are one of the greatest teams of all time,
Okay.
much like the 98 Bulls,
Okay.
much like the 96 Bulls,
Yeah.
because they were not only one of the greatest shooting teams
Mm-hmm.
of all time, they were also one of the best defending teams of all time. I.e., you have, instead of Rodman, you have
Draymond.
Draymond. Okay, Draymond won Defensive Player of the Year. Let's not do that to Draymond right now. We're not doing that. We're not, because that was the comparison that was actually legitimate that people were making.
And like, no. You're like, people were making that comparison, but bro, Draymond.
Just give me at least an
Dennis-
arguable. I'm taking Dennis too, but at least just give me the argument.
So, who would you rather have, Draymond or Chris Bosh?
It's toss up. Depends what I need. Depends what I need.
Okay, all right, okay.
Depends what I need.
All right, facts. All right.
So that's when you interchange. You have Iguodala, who locked down LeBron and won an MVP because of
That's a
his
fact.
defense.
That's a fact.
Solely because of his defense.
That's a fact.
So you have 2 lockdown, and Klay Thompson is also a lockdown defense.
Lockdown. I wouldn't say
You forget, and it's fine, and I respect that, because he's been hurt. He's been out for a while. You haven't seen him with your eyes, nigga, especially in the finals. No, this man is a lockdown defender. He was arguably, he's among the top 10 defenders in the league whenever he was healthy. Promise you, look it up. Go back. I'm
right.
telling you, their team, the only liability defensively on their team.
I'm not saying Clay's a liability.
No, was Steph.
Facts.
That was the only liability.
Big
However,
facts.
again, he's getting you 30 points. So I don't care if he's locking
when
down
he's
anybody.
getting you 30 points, because like there was like,
That's what I
bro,
just said. That's
like
what I
it
just
was
said. But
it was
he's
a
getting-
conversation around him where he would disappear in the playoffs.
And that was a conversation, but we never were able to it was a conversation that unfortunately could never have been tested because that was questioned after they lost to LeBron on the comeback, but then they immediately went and got Durant. So what's not showing up, you have Durant on your team.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm going to get maybe a little less points.
And even if
whatever.
I don't, he can
And if
go
I,
for
this is what I'm saying. It's,
facts,
so
yeah,
it was
yeah.
never tested. So now this year, it's going to be tested. This might be the first year where Steph Curry gets tested at the Western Finals in the championship
This
by
year,
himself.
Steph is showing his ass.
But
bro.
no. Even if he makes it to the finals, there are formidable teams in the East.
Who
The Nets.
Okay,
The Nets are a formidable team.
and Steph right now. Well, no, he's getting Clay back. So he's gonna need Clay.
And they got
to do
Irving
that.
back.
But they did. I forgot about that. You're right. But I still have
It's
I still
formidable.
got the Warriors.
Let's not talk about
Clay and
not
Steph-
forget Giannis.
Yeah. You got to see him.
Formidable.
You got to see him in the East.
Formidable.
The Nets have to see him. I'm not sure if they get past Giannis.
I think the
But the way he
the matchup now with Irving. Now, if there was just two versus Giannis, I would say Giannis.
Drew Holiday's a good defender too.
Yeah, but I would say Giannis could pull it off. I'd say Giannis could pull it off. With three of them, you can't do that. Can't. Not the way that they're built. Not the way that they play. You got to outpoint them. And the Warriors, the Bucks,
Shit,
they're outpointing.
Bro, between Middleton, Giannis.
I'm not saying they can't. I'll give you the argument. I'm just saying, if I'm a betting man, I'm not putting my money on it either. Like I'm not gonna throw away my money like that.
That's gonna be a goodie.
That's a
gonna be
50-50 series.
Yeah, that's gonna be a goodie.
However, if it's Warriors versus either of those two, still a 50-50 series.
It's a goodie. But bro, like if it ends up being the Nets and the Warriors got Clay the way Steph
Can I get
is
some
playing.
more yak?
Yeah. Oh shit. Try the cold brizzy.
That's what I had for that. I didn't pour your.
Oh,
come
okay,
on,
okay.
man.
Hey,
You thought I
hey.
poured your good shit?
I wanted you to. Like, yeah, be like
I want. Nah, I ain't gonna do that.
but